The night was unusually calm in Chicago. The streets shimmered under the glow of streetlights after a gentle rain. Officer Ryan Keller sat in his patrol car, parked near Lexington Avenue, sipping cold coffee while scanning through the night's reports. He had been a cop for 12 years, long enough to know that quiet nights often carried hidden storms. Suddenly, the police radio crackled to life. "All units, shots fired, 9th and Lexington. Possible hostage situation." Keller's heart instantly raced. He dropped his coffee, started the engine, and with sirens blazing, sped toward the call that would change his life forever. When Keller reached the address, chaos had already taken over. Red and blue lights flashed across frightened faces. Neighbors huddled together behind the police line, whispering prayers. A woman screamed, "My son is still in there," pointing toward a rundown apartment building. Backup was on the way, but Keller knew every second mattered. Ignoring his partner's warnings, he grabbed his flashlight, drew his weapon, and entered the dark building alone. The wooden stairs creaked beneath his boots as he made his way up. Somewhere in the distance, a child cried, faint, terrified, and close. Keller followed the sound of the crying until he reached apartment 3B. The door was slightly open. He took a deep breath, pushed it gently, and stepped inside. The room smelled of fear and gunpowder. A man stood in the corner holding a pistol to a young boy's head. "Stay back!" the man yelled, shaking uncontrollably. Keller slowly raised his hands. "You don't have to do this," he said softly. "Let the boy go. We can talk." The suspect's eyes were wild, desperate. He muttered something about losing everything, about having no choice. Keller kept talking, his voice steady, hoping to buy time. But in a heartbeat, the man fired. The sound echoed like thunder in the narrow room. Keller dropped to the floor, returning a single precise shot. Silence followed, a heavy, terrifying silence. Then came the soft sob of the child. Keller's bullet had struck the suspect in the arm, knocking the gun away. The man fell, bleeding but alive. Keller rushed to the boy, pulling him close, whispering, "You're safe now." Moments later, the rest of the team stormed in. Paramedics arrived, the suspect was taken into custody, and the little boy clung to Keller's uniform, refusing to let go. In that moment, all the noise of the city faded, leaving only the heartbeat of a hero. The next morning, Chicago woke up to headlines calling Keller a hero. "Officer saves child in daring rescue," the news read. But Keller didn't see himself as a hero. He simply did what any cop would, protect and serve. Yet deep inside, he couldn't shake the image of the terrified boy. He replayed the moment over and over, the sound of that gunshot echoing in his mind. When his chief handed him a medal for bravery, Keller accepted it with a quiet nod. The applause around him felt distant, almost hollow. For him, the true reward was knowing the boy had survived. A week later, a letter arrived at the station. It was from the boy's mother. Keller opened it slowly and read, "Officer Keller, you didn't just save my son's life. You saved mine too. I had lost faith in this world, but you reminded me that good still exists. Thank you for giving me back my family." Keller folded the letter carefully and placed it inside his badge case. That night, as he drove through the same streets, he looked out at the glowing city and whispered to himself, "Every call changes you, but some stay forever." Undefined, it was a quiet night again, until the radio crackled. Another call. Another story waiting to be told.